This week on Centennial Sports TV, Team China visits Don Mills Arena to face off against the Leaside Wildcats. Find out who came out on top.
And the roller derby sensation is hitting a new age group. Stay tuned to see who's lurking behind these disguises. Centennial Sports TV starts now. Good evening, and welcome to an eerie edition of Centennial Sports TV. I'm Cliff Besher alongside Nadine Liverpool.
And we have a special edition Halloween show for you. Let's dip into the news bag. Eastern Commerce Collegiate is known for their basketball program. While the boys typically get more attention, the Lady Saints deserve some too. After an undefeated regular season, their coach reflected on the program and how the girls have done.
Eastern Commerce coach Kareem Griffin came to the school 7 years ago, taking over the girls' basketball team. During his time, they've claimed 5 Toronto South District titles, 4 city championships, and 2 OFSA gold medals.
When I took over the program, it was basically from nothing, and now we have something here, building a foundation, and girls want to actually come to the school because they see, the hard work that the girls on the present team put into it and how hard they go, and a lot of girls, see our success and want to come here to try to exceed their success.
The success of the Lady Saints hasn't come easy. The girls work hard and often practice twice a day to make up time between the start of the school year and the beginning of their short season, a problem the boys don't have because their season starts later.
With the boys program, there's been a foundation of 30 plus years, right? So, we're just a growing program here at the school, but it's moved at such a geometrical rate because, we have the resources here, we have the help, we have, a lot of people coming in to support these girls. So, our progress has moved, quite fast because of, what we're allowed to do here at the school.
Though the girls don't share the fame that the boys team has experienced, their program also hasn't found success for as long. But what the two teams do share are their coaches.
All of the coaching staff, we all, work together to try for the betterment of the kids. Not only myself, I may coach girls now, but once our season's done, I'll help out with the boys. Same with all my other staff. We all help out all the kids here, so it's not just we only do girls and we're gone. And for them, it's not they only do boys and they're gone. Everybody tries to help out everybody because we are confident that this school is the best high school program in Canada, boys and girls.
Eastern Commerce has certainly made a name for its basketball teams and will look to continue their streak of success as the Lady Saints head to the postseason and the Saints start their regular season.
We want the ultimate success from all of our players, whether they be male or female.
Nadine, the Eastern Commerce girls basketball team looks very, very strong this year.
You know what? They sure are. And it's nice to finally see the ladies getting some love on the basketball scene.
In Tier 1 senior boys football action this afternoon, Leaside High School hosted Central Tech School in the South Region Finals. It was a close game, but Leaside ultimately came up on top, winning 17-12. Leaside's junior football team was also in action, and they traveled to Northern Secondary School for the South Region semifinals. Unfortunately, the junior football team did not have the same luck as the senior team. The junior boys were pummeled 27-0 by Northern.
After a disappointing 7th place finish at the Vancouver Olympics, the Chinese women's hockey team came to Canada in the offseason to test their skills against some of this country's best talent. They took on the Leaside Wildcats at Don Mills Arena on Wednesday. Andrew Garris has more.
The Chinese women's international team taking on the Leaside Wildcats AA squad in an exhibition game from Don Mills Arena on Wednesday. China rested some of their top players after a grueling schedule, while Leaside came in focused and prepared. Both teams came out gunning for victory, but it was the Leaside Wildcats that opened the scoring early in the first period with a lovely chip over the goaltender who's down and out. They continued to put the pressure on China, tallying their second goal of the period, and finally adding one more to put them up by a score of 3-0 at the end of one. China finally got on the score sheet midway through the third, but didn't seem all that enthused as they fell by a final of 5-2. The Leaside Wildcats dominated this game both on the ice and on the scoreboard, but both sides had a great opportunity to see different styles of play that they wouldn't have been able to know of otherwise had this event not been made possible tonight.
Well, the Chinese national teams have been coming to Canada for the last couple of years. They get good competition here, which helps them develop as a national team. They get wonderful hosts here in Ontario, and we're delighted to give them a game.
I mean, you guys ended up on top 5-2. Is that the biggest challenge that you've had? Is it compared to the league that you're playing in right now?
So far, yeah. They're definitely the best team we've played so far, yeah.
Now, looking forward for you guys, what are you planning? Are they going to be coming back at any point in time, or is there going to be another type of event like this, do you know, in the future?
I'm not sure, but I definitely hope so. It's a lot of fun for the team to get some international experience.
Tonight marks the end of China's 2-month tour of Canada, playing hockey all around provinces within the country. They head back to China in hopes of looking forward to the 2014 Games in Sochi, Russia, and perfecting their skills along the way. For Centennial Sports TV, I'm Andrew Gears.
When we come back, young girls get rolling in the right direction at an exciting new event.
And this week's profile is a high school basketball student who is making a name for himself amongst American Scouts. We will be right back on CSTV.
Centennial College is offering a sports journalism program, the first of its kind in North America. The one-year post-grad program is taught by industry-leading sports journalists. Students get hands-on work in print, radio, and television. In third term, print students write for the Toronto Observer, while the broadcast students produce their very own 20-minute live sports desk show. For more info on what this program has to offer, visit the website at centennialcollege.com.
Centennial Sports Journalism. Get way into the game.
Welcome back to Centennial Sports TV. And Nadine, I have a Halloween joke for you that you'll love.
Let me hear it, Cliff.
All right, why did the ghost go to the bar?
I don't know.
To get some booze.
Really, Cliff? Really? But I would expect you to have a corny Halloween joke.
You loved it.
Roller skates are no longer a thing of the past. Prior to a Toronto Roller Derby semifinal matchup this past Saturday, the league held a debut of its Junior Girls Derby. Alexis Bernicki caught up with the young athletes to find out more about this inaugural event.
Though the popularity of roller skating hit a peak in the disco era of the 1970s and began to die off before many of the members of Junior Roller Derby were even born, the young women have fully embraced their new pastime.
A really unique sport. Nobody else does roller derby.
I like it because a lot of the girls who come in usually have a little self-esteem problem because of bullies, but this just boosts it right up. I like that it's very active and you get really hot and it's a good workout.
The adult version of the sport includes some heavy hitting, but parents' concerns were put to rest when they found out the Junior League includes only light contact.
We teach them, that the hitting isn't something that we do in the Junior League, but it is something that is done and performed based on thorough training. So they understand that the hitting that is involved in the adults league is something that they train to do on a regular basis, so it's executed and received properly.
Some parents might have been apprehensive about signing their daughters up at first, but watching and seeing how great the coaches were changed some minds.
I liked it because it's a women-run, women-organized league, and I thought that was a really great thing for her to see as a young girl growing up.
What was most surprising to one mother was how quickly her daughter took to the sport.
She was immediately in love with it, and she practices every chance she gets. I've never seen her so excited about something.
Most of the participants in the Junior League are excited about the fact that they are involved in an activity that is strictly for young women.
Most sports are more targeted to men, and I like that there's finally one just for girls.
And according to the coach, Junior Derby is the future of roller derby.
They're a new generation of kids that had never been really given any reason to get into a pair of roller skates.
The 2010 Men's and Women's OCAA Soccer Awards were announced today, and 4 Centennial Colts players were selected for this year's All-Star team. Veteran midfielder Michael Ilios and second-year player Philip Licio got the honor for the men who had a disappointing season, finishing with an 0-6-2 record. Stephanie Leperance and Natalie Musial will be representing the women. As the season ends, another begins. The men's indoor soccer team will begin holding tryouts starting November 9th at the Metro Golf Dome. For more information, check out Your My Centennial homepage. When we come back, find out what one young athlete is willing to give up to make her dreams come true.
And in the spirit of Halloween, we count down the best pro athlete costumes. This and more when we return.
The Leaside High School field hockey team was secured their spot in OFC AA, and they did it with style too. In just over a year, Leaside has transformed their team. Coming off a disappointing 2009 season, the Lancers have gone undefeated in the 2010 regular season and playoffs. They stripped defending champions Malvern Collegiate of their title after a 1-0 win on Tuesday. They also beat York Mills Collegiate and Birchmount Park to claim the city championship title. The provincial championships will be held in November in Ingersoll.
Halloween is just around the corner, and kids are not the only ones who like to dress up. Let's take a look at some of our favorite athletes in costume, and maybe they will inspire you.
At number 10, John Keaton went as the Lions D-line coach who allegedly made a late-night trip through a Wendy's drive-thru but forgot to wear any clothes.
Number 9, Jason Taylor showed up as Ricky Williams, surfs up and a Japanese flag patch.
Number 8, Rick Fox showed up as Zorro. With looks like that, I'm not sure he needed a sword that long.
At 7, John McEnroe goes as himself for Halloween in 1982. Pretty scary, but don't tell him that unless you want a racket to the face.
Coming in at 6, Barry Bonds dressed as Serena Williams. It's kind of scary, but the resemblance is fully there.
Number 5, Tiki Barber dressed as Puff the Magic Dragon. Was drug testing around when Tiki was in the league?
And number 4, Jonathan Taze and Anna Burris, the two Chicago Blackhawks, dressed up as Dumb and Dumber.
Number 3, Dennis Rodman as Beetlejuice. It's a step up from wedding dress, but I'm not sure if he'll be cast for the new Batman movie.
Number 2, Jeff Gordon went as a one-night stand. I guess spending hours in a car by yourself really gives a person time to think of clever ideas.
And at number 1, Shaun White taking advantage of his red stresses. The snowboarding Olympic gold medalist went as a darling of the fast food industry.
Nadine, Barry Bonds looked like Serena Williams in there.
Yeah, he did. But that's all we have for you guys tonight.
Have yourself a good night. Happy Halloween.
See you next time.
Good show, guys. And fade to black.